One of those days when the world don't give you no praise. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher.
Good morning. So, it's the morning routine. Straight out of bed, straight out to the horses to do the muck out. So I thought I would show you what we have been doing for the last, 140 days? Every day. And my goodness, I cannot wait until spring comes in a few weeks' time and the horses can go out, because I'm getting a bit fed up of this now, as I'm sure lots of you horsey people are. As you've just seen, I've just opened up a fresh bale of haylage. My last one just ran out yesterday, and I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious. It's really sweet and fresh because it's just freshly opened. I feed Aidan on haylage because he has a dust allergy, and feeding him on hay exacerbates that. But Cruz, however, is on hay. I think much to his disappointment, I think he quite liked to be in haylage. But the hay is very good though, so it's a lovely hay. So that's me just filled up Aidan's hay bins, and I am about to go into Cruz's now.
So you had one of those days when the world don't give you no praise. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher, but they keep dragging you down. Now
So how filthy is Eden today? Not great. Not as worse, but not great. Now let's see Cruz. Oh, not one of your best days either, Cruz, but better than last week at least. Right, let's get started.
So you had one of those days when the world don't give you no grace. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher, but they keep dragging you down. Now if you
So I bed on sawdust and I basically just put the fork in and shake out all the clean bits of sawdust. So really you're just left with the poo. And then just systematically work through the whole bed like that, getting it all out until it is all nice and clean. For the wee, I with my foot just kick back round about where the wet patch is. So get away the light stuff. And then sweep off any of the other clean stuff with a soft brush. That's why I have two brushes. I have a soft brush and I have a harder brush to do the bigger sweep. And then you're left with the wet patch, which you can see there. And then simply just scoop it out and get rid. Once we've got the worst of it out, I just sweep this last bit up. Now we all have our own ways of doing our horses' beds. I'm not saying this is the right way, this is just the way I do it and it works for me. And I'm sure there's much better ways of doing it than the way I do it. So here I just sweep up all of the hay and mess around the front, and I get rid of that into the barrel. I've saved as much hay as I can and put it back into Cruz's hay manger. But what's not reusable I just throw out, and what not reusable is usually little tiny bits that are all dusty, maybe mix in with a bit of muck. Once I've got rid of that, I then sweep everything back to the back of the bed, or to the middle of the bed. And then I start putting the bed back down into place. As I put this back down into place, I continue skipping out any bits that show themselves along the way, and that gives it its final muck out.
So you had one of those days when the world don't give you no grace. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher, but they keep dragging you down.
So now I just sweep up what else I've managed to get out of the bed. We're doing a final front sweep of the front area. And then I flatten the bed out a bit with this brush. See if I've missed any areas, any bits of the bed maybe aren't deep enough. I kind of get the feel of the brush doing that. It also makes the bed look a bit tidier. Not that it lasts like that for long. I often wonder why we spend so long doing straight lines. that a lot of us horsey people do. Because the minute your horse walks in, he generally comes and has a crap, a wee, a fart, and drops his hay everywhere. So it's purely for our satisfaction. I don't think the horses appreciate it.
Now if you wish to spread those wings and fly.
We put our hay into wheelie bins, we just find it easier. Also makes the horses stretch down a bit more to eat their food as the hay goes down. There's holes in the bottom so that they can get the food out from there. I'll just show you that. And we use a leg, well I use a leg strap and a bit of baler twine to clip them on because when we didn't have them attached we sometimes find a wheelie bin at the back of the stable. But that is Crew's done. The next thing to do is just double check that his water's all okay and clean. He's fine, he's not done the toilet in it, which he sometimes does, it's all fresh. And now it's time to do the whole thing again for Aiden's stable.
So you had one of those days when the world don't give you no grace.
With Aiden, because he's quite messy in this corner, I use technique where when you one of the ways mucking it, you throw the bed up against a wall and sift the sawdust or shavings, whatever you're on, onto the top of the pot pile, and it all falls to the bottom. So I use this for Aiden in this corner because he is very untidy in this corner. And he mixes it all in, so it makes it easier to get most of it out.
When you're feeling down and low, there's really only one way to...
You might have noticed that I have these borders at the side of both stables. I put a fresh bag of shavings in every week and I stick it at the side here, and as we go through the week I work it down into the bed as and when needed. It's a technique that has worked quite well for me. A lot of people just put a fresh bag in whenever they need one or add bits, but that's how I do it. For me it's quicker and more efficient when you're trying to get everything done so you can get to work.
So you had one of those days when the world don't give you no grace. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher, but then you're dragging you down. Now if you wish to spread those wings and fly, you gotta turn it around. Don't look over your shoulder, don't ever look back. No use for second opinions, don't wanna stay in the past. Just keep on going, go for the top. You keep on rolling, and don't ever stop. When you're feeling down and low, there's really only one way to go. You need to crawl back on your feet and keep on fighting, and don't ever stop. Don't look over your shoulder, don't ever look back. those days when the world don't give you no grace. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher, but they keep dragging you down. But if you wish to spread those wings and fly, you gotta turn it around. Don't look over your shoulder. Don't ever look back. None of your second opinions. Don't stay in the past. Just keep on going, 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 going for the top. You keep on rolling, 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 and don't ever stop. When you're feeling down and low, there's really only one way to go. You need to crawl back on your feet and keep on fighting, and don't ever stop. Don't look over your shoulder. Don't ever look back. No use for second opinions. Don't wanna stay in the past.
So Jenny was out earlier and she did Diva's bed and Echo's bed and Joshy's bed, and Stacey's yet to come up and do Sutsu, Baxter and Teddy. And Heather will be up later to get Alan's bed all mucked out. And that's all the beds that need to be done at our yard. There's 9 horses at the moment, I think, if I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 9. But 2 of our horses sadly died before Christmas. We lost our lovely little Shetland haggis and our lovely Highland pony Heather. Both of them were old, but it still was quite a sudden 2 deaths within about 4 or 5 weeks of one another. So yeah, it was colicky symptoms, but we're not sure if that's exactly what it was. But they had good lives, but we miss them terribly. And you know, we're really sad not having them here anymore. So it means we've now got 9 horses here. Barlow, it's your favourite bit. Barlow. Barlow. Come on, darling. Now for poor Barlow, get your cold hose out ready. That'll hopefully soon be different because I'm getting a dog shower put into my utility room. So you can have a hot shower every time we come in from the yard, Barlow. That'll be better, won't it? Boys, you get your posies dry. Now don't lick me because you've been eating horrible things.
Don't look over your shoulder.
Battery's charging. Ready to take more footage for more vlogs. So, that is you seeing a daily muck out session, and that's only my horses. There's a whole load of other horses left to do after mine, another 7, which are done between Jenny, Stacey and Heather, who's a new livery with us. Some days I do 3, sometimes I do Diva for Jenny. And yeah, it's hard going. It is hard going. So I'm going to have my tea and sorry for the mess. I've not got makeup ready. I haven't even brushed my hair. I literally got my bed head on. So I'm going to go and have my tea, enjoy it. Then I'm going to go and have a wash. Luckily you can't smell me because I stink. And then I've got to get on with the day's work. And hopefully today's work will be starting to edit this vlog. I hope, but I have to get to some of the other work first. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. And please, 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 please remember to like and subscribe. I know we go on about it every time, but it's basically how vloggers can keep their vlogs going, because the way the algorithm works. If you like and subscribe, and the more subscribers we get, the more followers we get, the bigger our channel becomes, and then we can hopefully eventually one day monetize it and keep creating loads and loads more content and develop the channel more. That's our dream, so please help us with our dream and grow it. We'd really appreciate it, and we'd like you to come along for the journey. See you next time. Bye.